It's all in fables, locked up in stables, where we arrive. It's tangled cables, it's clanging sleigh bells, where we align.
Okay, they were both running about 8 seconds after my live. I think YouTube was 8 and Facebook was 9, but it seems like that's about 40 seconds.
Don't you know what first is inside? Midnight downtown. Don't forget your solaces behind. It's all in fables, locked up in stables, where we arrive. It's tangled cables, it's clanging sleigh bells, where we unwind. Last year is still in my head. You kissed my hair and said what you said. You don't know heartache until you know none. You don't know sorrow until you're undone. Don't you know the verse is designed? Midnight downtown.
But there's another mode called theater mode.
Don't forget your promises.
Okay, we've got about 5 minutes left, and it's going to be showtime. Are we ready?
Locked up in stables, where we arrive.
There you go. That's the
It's tangled cables, it's clanging sleigh bells, where we arrive.
There's somebody out there. Greetings, this is Michael at BridgeHands. Is somebody with us on the conference call?
participants are muted and they can unmute themselves.
Wake up, miles round. Don't you know at first day inside? Midnight downtown. Don't forget your solaces behind. It's all in fables, locked up in stables where we arrive. It's tangled cables, it's clanging sleigh bells where we unwind. Remember last year, still in my head. You kissed my hair, you said what you said. Remember my fears, still in my head. I waited for so long, but you didn't care. Remember last year, still in my head. You kissed my hair, you said what you said. You don't know heartache until you know none. You don't know sorrow until you're undone. Last year, still in my head. Told you I'm sorry. Told you I'm sorry. Here,
Check test.
you don't know
Check test.
heartache.
Check test.
You don't know sorrow
Check test.
until you're done. You don't know sorrow.
Check test. Greeting Bridge friends, Michael here at BridgeHands, and welcome you to another day. We are on April 8th, and we are ready to go live. And I hope you're feeling very alive today out there in Coronaville land. So, no, I hope everyone is healthy, wealthy, and wise, at least two of the three. So good to have you here. And let's see who we have coming in today. Amanda Stewart, hi. Good day to you, whatever time of the day it is. And do we have anybody on Facebook too, Grace?
Well, we do have Amanda here on YouTube, as well as Kathy Clark. Where are you from, Kathy? We've got Patty. Hi, Patty. On Facebook, I don't see anybody saying hello yet.
Okay, well, they're about 40 seconds behind YouTube, so they'll probably be showing up in just a second. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to have another fun day today. As you recall, yesterday we were talking about all our troubles seem so far away, or something like that. No, yesterday we were talking about invitational bids. Grace, you have some more.
Yes, we've got Ron's Bridge channel from Tuscan, and then we have also got from Melbourne, Stephen White, 9 a.m. there.
Well, how awesome is that? That is great to hear. So good to have you all here. We're going to have a fun day today. You know, I like to say they always go half hour, but when we get passionate, get into this, sometimes they may run 45 minutes. I hope that's okay. But if you have to go after half an hour, our show, we normally have a little bit of chalk talk, as Eddie Cantor would like to say, except we don't have the chalkboard here. We've got a green screen behind me, overlooking beautiful San Francisco Bay, I might add, by the way. Grace and I, and one of our other YouTube channels, we like to do traveling. And so that was one we went to. So that's what you're seeing behind us. And today we'll be taking a look, as I say, at the third phase of the bidding. We had the sign-off bids, the invitational bids, and today we're going to look a little bit at forcing bids. Just kind of a little taste test. But if you're ready, let's go ahead and dig into the lesson. And then we're going to take a look at a couple different hands. So off we go. Okay, and let's see if I can get myself in here just so you can see my body language. Here I am. Okay. So yesterday we talked about invitational examples, those in-between bids. And so where we might be wanting to explore game, inviting partner to bid game, or might be even invite slam, where we go beyond game, but it still could be an invitational bid, not a forcing bid, which we'll talk about today. So we can either make a jump bid in our suit, 1 diamond, 3 diamonds, 1 heart, 3 hearts. Those were certainly clearly invitational bids, as you'll see down there. Or it could be 1 diamond, 1 spade, and then I rebid and do 2 no trump to invite. Or you do 1 no trump, and you do 1 no trump, and I do 2 no trump. But I get my hands to the right person. That would be invitational bids. 1 no trump, 4 no trumps. Wow, that's gone beyond 3 no trumps. So why am I inviting when we've already got to our game bonus? Because I have interest in slam if you have the upper end of your 1 no trump range. Same with 2 no trump, 4 no trump. We saw in the 4th seat, pass, 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 and I then say 2 of a major. That is a special bid. That would be invitational for game rather than preemptive, because in the 4th seat, you can always pass. But be sure you're in tune with your partner before you make that bid, or you may find that one didn't work so well for you, don't you know? Well, okay, let's go ahead and go on to today's lesson, which is on forcing bids. And here's some examples. First off, there are different flavors of them. Some of them are forcing 1 round. You even see in bridge notation, people say 1 RF, 1 round forcing. RFG, forcing to game. And then there are those ones that are slam invitational that we talked about. Okay, and it's contingent, obviously, on your partnership agreements. And sometimes we torture our partner, or vice versa. Our partner tortures us. And those are the ASBAF. All strange bids are forcing, not is forcing. So yeah, if your partner makes that kind of a bid and you don't know what to do, you can think a while, but at some point you got to make a bid. Sometimes maybe just the cheapest bid. Your partner forced you, you make the cheapest bid after that. You know, it goes 1 club and your partner goes, I don't know, some weird bid that you've never seen before. You just bid the next step up from whatever that suit is. 1 diamond, 3 spades. Is that to play? It's preemptive. Why didn't they just do 2 spades? Why didn't they just bid 1 spade? You could just do the next step up after 3 spades. I guess it's 3 no trump, and see where they want to go next. Something to consider. All strange bids are forcing, though. Okay, so let's take a look at some. Obviously, 1 heart, 1 spade. 1 spade should be forcing. 1 heart, 2 clubs. That shows 10 points or more. If you're playing 2 over 1, it shows game forcing values 12 or 13. 1 heart, 2 no trump. We're going to get into that bid today. Even with the old way of playing bridge, standard American, that would be game forcing, but no support in hearts. Today, we know that we play the Jacobi 2 no trump, as we'll talk about, showing 4-card or more support and opening hand yourself. Cheap way to look for slam. 1 no trump, 2 no trump. No, that's not a forcing bid, is it? Unless you're playing some kind of weird transfers. Some people play 4-way transfers where 1 no trump, 2 spades transfers to club, and 1 no trump, 2 no trump transfers to diamonds. It would be your partnership agreement, right? Okay, in 1 heart, 1 no trump, if you're playing the forcing no trump, then yeah, your partner's obligated to bid unless it's a passed hand. But we won't get into 2-over-1 systems today. Okay, so we've talked about in the old standard American yellow card that 1 diamond or 1 club, 2 no trump used to be game forcing. But these days, everybody I think pretty much plays it as just invitational. 1 club to 2 diamonds. Why not just 1 diamond? What's 2 diamonds? Well, they play these in the other one too, 1 diamond, 3 clubs, these crisscross systems. So if your partner says crisscross, you don't know what it means. You say, yeah, I'm playing it. Those are the bids, and they don't mean you want to play in that suit. It shows support for your suit, and the first time it shows support for clubs. It says, I don't want to be in no trump, but I've got, 6 to 9, maybe 10 points. And do we want to be in 3 or 4 of the clubs, or do you want to try for 3 no trump? Weird bids, aren't they? Or 1 diamond, 2 spades. A lot of people, that strong jump shift showing 17 points or more, definitely going to game, interest in slam. But if your partner says, I thought we were playing weak jump shifts even when there was no competitors, I thought that was a weak bid, like as if I was opening 2 spades. Get in tune with your partner before you make those bids. If you don't, just bid 1 spade, I guess, and see where the auction goes from there. Okay, 1 heart, 3 diamonds. Well, if 2 diamonds was showing a forcing hand, then 3 diamonds, is that some kind of a specialized bid like the Marty Bergen raise system? How about 1 heart, 4 clubs? Well, if 1 heart, 2 clubs shows 10 or more points, and 1 heart, 3 clubs, I guess that's a strong jump shift or the Bergen raise. 1 heart, 4 clubs, I guess that's looks like a splinter bid. And that came, I think it was Dorothy Soloway invented the bid, a little bit of something, a singleton or a void, and showing support for the suit where you don't have 13 points, but you've got like this 8 to 12 points, and maybe we can find slam, a specialized bid. Make sure you and your partner have an agreement. If you don't, it goes 1 heart, 2 or 1 heart, 4 clubs. You might want to think a while. And here's what I do, and I hope this helps you too. Look at your hand. Think about, after you make the bid, did your opponent have interest in making a bid? Now your partner's made this really weird bid. If you've got a lot of points, I don't think they have a lot. It must be preemptive. If you have just a average hand, then maybe it's some kind of specialized bid. But think about your values when you see these weird bids from your partner. 1 heart, 4 no trump. Yeah, that is the Blackwood bid. Eastleigh Blackwood came with that up in the 30s, and there's been variations of it, but there you go. 2 club opening is not to play, it's completely artificial. We used to use all the 2 level bids were specialized for strong, and somebody said, why do we have to use 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, and 2 spades for all these bids? Just use 2 clubs to take care of all the strong hands with 22 points or more. It says nothing about which suit is trump. Obviously the statement, 1 no trump and you bid 2 clubs. That's not saying you want to play in clubs. It's saying, do you have a 4-card major? Or nowadays with since I guess about the 40s when Oswald Jacoby came up with the Jacobi transfer system named after him, aren't they all? 1 no trump, 2 diamonds, transfer to hearts. Or 1 diamond, you say 2 hearts, transfer to spades. Or how about this one? 1 spade by me, 2 spades by you, 2 no trump or 3 clubs, something like that, a new suit that's lower than are agreed upon. I'm showing 12 to 21 points when I made my first bid. You say, I have 2 tricks. I'm bidding 2 spades, I have 3 trump, and I have about 2 tricks in my hand. And I think, well, if I can get you to show me a third, just maybe, I know you only have 2, but maybe you've got some extra honors elsewhere or shortage in a suit that I have a problem with. So if I rebid 3 clubs and you can help me there, go to game. If not, just go back to 3 spades. All right, forcing examples. Okay, so how about 1 heart by me? Oh, lefty wants to get in, don't they always? Bids 1 spade. How dare they have the master suit against us? and now you go 2 spades. Well, that is not to play. They've got 5, and if you have spade stoppers, bid no trump. So that's a Q bid. It sounds like you really like my heart suit. Most people would say that's 1 RF, 1 round forcing. Some might say, oh, it is game forcing. Well, it limits the use of the bid if it always has to have game values. So it's a kind of a DSI bid. Partner, do something intelligent. I will try to do something intelligent after I hear your 2 spade bid of the opponent's suit. What's up with that? If it was 1 heart, 1 spade, and you go 3 spades, you could have done 2 spades, 3 spades. It sounds like you're asking me for a stopper in spades, and the auction will come around to me, and we're going to play in 3 no trump. That's what I'm guessing. Partnership agreements once again. Okay, how about if my right-hand opponent bids 1 club, and I bid 2 clubs, or I bid 3 clubs? I'm bidding their suit. No, I'm not having a lot of clubs. It's the Michael's Q bid at the first one, 2 clubs. I'm saying, partner, I have 5-5 in the majors. Which one do you want? Let's play in a major. Or 3 clubs, 1 club, I go 3 clubs. It sounds like here again, I want to have you play it in 3 no trump with the lead coming around to you, or just go to 4 clubs. Or partner, DSI, do something intelligent. Michael, I can't help you at all. Just bid 3 diamonds and see if I can take a joke. I was the one who got us in trouble in the first place, right? So think about, here's a good example. If you don't know what to bid, make the cheapest possible bid and torture me back since I tortured you. Okay, next up, 1 diamond by moi. You bid 1 spade, good for you. I bid 2 hearts. Well, I obviously have at least as many diamonds as I do hearts, but now I'm committing us to something more than 2 hearts because I only have 4 in that suit. Goodness knows how many you have. So I better be sure that we have enough to get to 2 no trump. And how many points does it take to get to 2 no trump? 23, maybe 22. I probably have 5 diamonds and 4 hearts. So if I'm saying we're going to be able to have 22, 23 points between us, and you may only have 6 points, I better have a pretty big hand, shouldn't I? A pretty damn big hand, in fact. So don't make a reverse where you bid at a higher ranking suit than your first one. Hearts is higher than diamonds. At a higher level that I broke the barrier to the 2 level, not you. Then it should be where I have a good 17 or 18 points. Maybe I've got 22 points, but I didn't want to count it for a 2 club opener for whatever reasons, because I had a singleton queen of spades in your suit. So this is forcing bid, and we do the best we can, but some people get kind of twisted up on these reverse bids where you break the barrier to the new level, 2 level, and we do it in a higher ranking suit than we started. Okay, 1 heart, 1 spade, 3 clubs, strong jump shift, 19 to 21. You can't pass it. You can rebid hearts if you want to, or diamonds or something if you don't know what to do next. But I'm saying we have enough for a game because you said you have 6. I have 19 to 21. That's 25 points for a game. So just do the best you can, even if you only had 5 points and you thought you were going to save me. Please don't. Okay, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 clubs. I like the minors, don't I? 2 hearts. You like the majors. Well, that's the 4 suit, and 4 suit is always forcing. So in this situation, we'll see where we go. I like when we do 4 suit, it's forcing to game. Some people like it forcing 1 round. It makes the rebids from here much harder. But, do it whatever you and your partnership decide on. Okay, 1 diamond, 1 heart by you, 1 no trump for me. I want to sign off. Let's just play in no trump. We get 90 for the first 7 tricks. We get more than even 80 in a suit. Let's play in 1 no trump. I have 12 to 14, or else I would have opened 1 no trump. And you say 2 clubs. That's isn't that kind of insulting to you? It's like, why did you bid the minor? Why are you like having me play in hearts or your clubs? So most everybody agrees that is a new minor, and it is forcing, right? Clubs was the first minor. Diamonds the first minor. Clubs is the second. So it should be forcing, and it's asking whether I have 3 hearts. This is a kind of a question bid. Is partner, it's artificial, and do you have 3 hearts? Or do you have 4 spades? I could have had 4 spades, but you went right by my suit. Or no, I'm sorry. I didn't go by the suit in this case. But in another auction, it could be where I went 1 diamond, 1 spade, and I might have had 4 hearts. The point being is that when you have this, if you have 4 in the other major, you bid it. If you have 3 in the partner's major, you bid that. So in this, let's say I have 3 hearts, then at this point it would go 1 diamond, 1 heart, 1 no trump, 2 clubs by you. If I say 2 hearts, that says I have 3 of them. That's why you asked. And if I have a more than a minimum hand, maybe I'm like a good 14, I'll say 3 hearts to show I'm not just a 1 no trump, but I'm at the higher end of that 12 to 14 points. And then there are the invisible cue bids. I will get into that just a little bit today, but I'm glad I added that in because I put it in red because it could be dangerous if your partner doesn't know what's going on. So that would be an example where, let's say the Michael's cue bid where it goes by my right-hand opponent 1 club, and I go 2 clubs. And it's a pass, and it's up to my partner. And I'm saying, okay, partner, hearts or spades, what do you want? And, you would like maybe bid one of the opponent's suit, like 3 clubs or something like that. It's like interesting way to do it. Or maybe it goes like this. You go 1 club, and my right-hand opponent bids 2 clubs, saying they have 5-5 in the majors. And then I bid 2 hearts or 2 spades. I bid one of their suits. Like, what's up with that? The 2 club bid was implying that they had 5-5 in the major suits. It wasn't to say they wanted to play in clubs. And if I then bid their suit, even though I didn't name the suit, it's invisible. So if I bid, the way I like to play it, if you make a cue bid in the lower of the 2 suits that they've named, hearts, it's invitational. And if it's the higher of the 2 suits, then it's game forcing. I've got enough points that this person that made the 2 club bid, they may have the points, and excuse me, not the points, they may have the shape, but they don't have the points, which sometimes people throw these goofy bids in. Anyway, I hope that helps a little bit, something to consider. And I think it's about time for us to get to the Jacobi to no trump. And it's a slow show type of method. That is, it begins with 1 of a major, not a passed hand, please. And your partner then, after hearing 1 of the major, they go 2 no trump. It promises not 3. I hear some people do that. Well, they were good honors. It should be 4. I have 5 or more. You have 4 or more. And when we have a 9-card fit or more, good things can happen. So in this situation is that you're saying you have 13 points or more. Okay, so far so good, I hope. Next, with 4 trump and 8 to 11 points, if you didn't have that values, you could, and you do have a singleton or a splinter, you can splinter that suit. That was like the 1 heart, 4 clubs, splinter your club suit. But when you have 13 points or more and 4 or more trump, use the Jacobi to no trump. If it's one you're looking for a slam, but you don't quite have the points, then use that one, and we might be able to make a slam on lesser values. But you should get it clear with your partner when you use one and when you use the other. Okay, so off as we said in the 3rd or 4th seat. So if I'm pass 1 heart by you, I go 2 no trump. This is not Jacobi 2 no trump now at this point. Obviously don't have opening hand. I passed. And so it's just like the old kind of bridge when it was like, okay, I'm inviting 3 no trump apparently here. Okay, and it's off with interference. So if it goes 1 heart by me, and then there's that 1 spade bidder, here they go again, and you do 2 no trump, this would be natural. It's saying I have more than 1 no trump, that 8 to 10 with 2 stoppers typically. Hopefully you got more than 1 stopper. And you're inviting game for 3 no trump. 10 to 12 points typically. Good 10. Next up, it's off with a double. 1 heart by me. Now they don't make a spade bid. They actually double, saying they have typically 12 points or more, maybe 11 points with a singleton. And now you do 2 no trump. It's kind of like a mini Jacobi 2 no trump. It's called Jordan. It says you have 4 trumps, and it's inviting 4 of our major hearts or spades, whatever I started with. Not going to be as easy because this person says they've got 12 points, maybe more. So anyway, that's called the Jordan bid. It's a little different than the Jacobi 2 trump, but it has similarities. But if you're thinking that after a double, it's handled the same way as a suit bid, no. When they go 1 spade, that shows stoppers. When it's a double, now you're showing good support for me. If you've got 10 points, and neither of those work, do a redouble. Say, I've got 10 points or more, and I think we're getting ready to punish them. They go running for a suit. The next double by either of us says, that's for penalty. Okay, hope that helps. But just to know some of the cases where Jacobi to Notrump does not apply. And it is the master of the slow shows, fast denies type of system. Now, originally, Oswald Jacoby had some of the rebids where it showed 6 rather than 5, but most people said there is a better way. So it's by partnership agreement. Okay, let's take a look at it in action. 1 heart to no trump by you. Okay, we know that's artificial, and I have to alert it to the opponent. So alert. Yeah, what is it? Well, it's showing that they have 4 or more trump, and it has 13 or more points, 12 if you prefer. There are good 12s and bad 12s, so this is an absolute. If you've got all primary honors, do it with 12 if you want to. Okay, so for hearts, if that was rebid by me at 4 hearts, that is saying, partner, I don't want to go any further. I'm taking all the oxygen out of the room, and I want us to stop the bidding right now. Ixnay on the bidding A. At least that's my opinion, because I've got 7 or maybe even 8 loser hand, even though I know we have a fit. Okay, what's next after that? 3 no trump. I'm coming down 1. If slow shows extras, we're getting slower. There's bids beneath this, but it says now I've got a 6 loser hand and probably around 15 to 17 points, but I could have shape. I could have a 2 suitor is why I don't have that many losers. Maybe I have 12 points, but a 2 suited hand. I've got all red cards, hearts and diamonds. Next up, 3 hearts. Would that be less? No, not if you're playing slow shows more and fast to 4 hearts denied more. Now it's saying I have, oh man, I could have almost opened it 2 clubs. I've got a 5 loser hand, and you've got about 4 tricks. I think we belong in slam, maybe grand slam. So what would be less than that? Well, 3 in a side suit, and 3 in a side suit says nothing about that suit. This is the opposite. It says I have a singleton or a void in that suit. It's kind of like a splinter at a low level. So if I bid 3 clubs or 3 diamonds, or if we were in spades and I bid 3 hearts, that would be, say, I have a singleton or a void in that suit. I'm showing you that I have a control, but not because I have an ace, but because I have a singleton. And some of you are thinking, well, but Michael, what about a singleton ace? We'll cover that another time. But Max Hardy did discuss that. Okay, next. What if I, instead of going beneath 4 of the major and didn't do 3 no trump, what if I bid 4 in another suit? Well, that should show 5 and 5. So if I said I rebid 4 diamonds, it sounds like I have a red hand. Call me a Rusky. So I've got 10 cards, and I've got 2 of the top 3 in that diamond suit too, partner, don't you know? So that's very helpful to know. So the only time I could have done the singleton, at the 3 level, but if I've got good honors in the second suit, share it with your partner. If the opponents know about it, fine, that's fine, but we want to find the best chance for slam or grand slam. So when you do it at the 4 level, it shows a second suit with good honors, 2 of the top 3. If you come in with a suit at the 3 level, that's a splinter bid. Okay, and the responder and the opener rebids, well, after we go through our thing with the Jacobi to no trump, we typically are Q-bidding aces. So we'll talk about that later. And last, I want you to see BridgeHands lesson number 15. And let me just kind of go to the way some of our BridgeHands lessons start out. I think this might be it. Let's see if this does it. I have to go to another screen. No, I think I got the right screen. Nope, that's not.
Don't you?
Well, I'm going to save it for later, but I do have a video on it, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of this other one then. This is the one we're going to come. Here's hand lesson number 15 and hand number 14 of the lesson, a 6-spade contract. I'm going to come into that a little bit later. But if you're ready, I think it's time for us to go to some BridgeHands here at BridgeHands. So let's go to another screen here. Okay, that's the dial-in bridge number. I don't think we're going to worry about that one today. So let's get rid of that screen. I think that if I do F1, Control B, yes, okay. Okay, so here's our first hand, and we're going to have South as the dealer. And look, oh, this is hand number 2. I want to save that one for just a little bit. Low deal. hand number 1A. Okay, here you got it. And we'll start off by going to, there we go. Okay, so the dealer is south. Let's take a look at the south hand, and you can see you've got opening values. Ace King in the major suits, there's 14, and one extra distribution for the fifth spade, I believe, so 15 points. Don't want to open at one no trump, God forbid. All our honors are in two suits, and we love to bid our spade suit anyway, don't we? So that is going to be one spade. Okay, over to the east hand. Oops, sorry, I want the wrong hand here. Let's try the west hand. By Jove, I think we've got it. 5, 4, 3, 1, no values. It's a pass. Up to our partner in the north hand. Ah, there's that 4 spades we were looking for, including a queen. Love that. And then on the side suits in the minors, 7 points in the diamonds, another 6 in clubs, plus another 2 and maybe one more, at least for the trump. So, yeah, you definitely have enough to make a Jacobi to no trump. You have that 13 points and 4 of the spades. So 2 no trump. And I alert, and they say, what is it? My partner has 13 points or more and 4 or more in the major suit, spades. Okay, over to the east hand. East is not much to say here. So I'm going to show all the hands at this point, and let's proceed on. And after here that, I don't have a singleton. I don't have a 5-card side suit. I wish I had another heart. I could use my 4 heart bid. But, okay, do I have a weak hand, a strong hand? Well, let's see. Not go by high card. We're going to go by losers. Remember, we only have up to 3 losers in a suit if they're not the ace, king, queen. So there's 2 losers there. Another 2 losers there. 1 loser. And in spades, when we take a look at the first 3, 1 loser there. So we have 6 losers. Grace, you have a statement? Somebody coming in? What's going on?
John says Jacoby to no trump with 12 or 13 HCP.
Yeah, I think it's okay to do it with 12, but like I say, not all 12-point hands are created equal. So if you've got one with quackers, queens, and jacks, yeah, and it's a flat 4 triple 3, So yeah, if you have 12 with, aces and kings, then fine, do it with 12. I'm that kind of a guy too. I'm a it depends kind of guy, not a black and white. So okay, after 2 no trump, it's back to us, and we said we have 6 losers. If it was a 7 or 8 loser, we'd go 4 spades. But now we're going to do 3 no trump. Not to say we want to play in no trump. I know you match point players love to play in no trump, but no, it says I have more than a minimum hand. I have some interest because I have some extras. I'll be happy to tell you about it. And they say, oh, okay. Geez, that's good to know. How many losers or cover cards do I have? It's easier when your responder to count just as your winners. We've got 2 in the hearts. 1.5, I'm going to say better. I'm going to round it to 2 in the clubs. And I've certainly got at least 1 here. So man, if my partner has got some extras, not a minimum hand, yeah, if my partner had 7 losers and I've got 5, 7 take away 5 is 2. I guess we're not going to make slam unless all the stars are in the right position. But if my partner said 3 no trump and they've got a 6 loser and I've got 5 from 6 sounds like 1 loser. Sounds like we're going to be in slam, but I don't have to bid slam just yet. Let's just use more science. So after 3 no trump, I'm going to Q bid my ace. We start with the lowest suit. Yeah, we have an ace. So I'm going to bid 4 clubs. And I know my partner's not going to be able to bid diamonds because I've got both the ace and the king. So even if we're playing Italian Q bids where we can use the king as a control, no, I know they're not going to bid diamonds. Or if they do, it means they have a singleton or a void. Ha ha. So, okay, they go, no, I don't have the diamonds, but I've got a heart. I'm not a heartless guy. So I'm going to go for hearts. We're Q bidding our controls. And my partner says, oh my gosh, my South didn't sign off. Yeah, I know they didn't have diamonds, and I don't really care if they have the king of clubs or not, because there's a finesse possibility. They bid hearts. So then at good 4 no trump and on. But we're just going to go into the play of the hand in the interest of time. Okay, so the opening lead for our West hand here. What would you lead? Could lead a trump. If they've got 9 and I've got 3, maybe my partner has none. Maybe they have 10, or maybe my partner is a singleton. A heart. They didn't bid slam. Maybe my partner's got an ace and they'll come back in the suit. Hoo-hoo. So they lead the singleton heart. We went with the ace, not the king. No reason to let the opponents know that you would imply having the ace if you played the king. So, okay, and what do we see? We see, oh my gosh, we have 8 cards in that suit, and they've let it. They can't wait to rough on us, so I am going to play something else. It looks to me, smells like a singleton. What do you think? So, yeah, I think in this case, we're going to start pulling trump ASAP. Hope they're not 4-0. Doesn't happen that much, right? So we hope it's not going to be 4-0. Okay, they both followed. Woohoo! Well, we've got the next 2 honors, so that's good. So we play a spade up to the queen, and oh, look at, they didn't follow in the east. They made it look like they were playing the suit. And they played a jack. It sounds like they must have the king. They're showing encouragement in the club suit. Good to know. Okay, so we play another spade because they were 3-1 against us, which happens half of the time, right? 40% they're 2-2, 50% they're 3-1. Okay, we need a strategy here, don't we? Well, we're going to have to try for a club finesse maybe. So this person plays the king of hearts. Bad play. I figure I can try the the club finesse later. So we play another heart, and they win it with a jack. And over in east, you're not going to play the club suit because you're going to finesse yourself. So ding, you come back in a heart. Give to Caesar, and sure enough, now we see it was a 4-4-4-1 in the hearts with that singleton queen over in pesky west. Okay, so we play the ace of diamonds, the king of diamonds, another diamond, and we rough it, and it's time to fish or cut bait. The club to the king. Oh, it lost, so we lost 2 tricks. We missed our contract. How unfortunate was that? Well, we're not going to play it that way, I hope. I hope you aren't going to play it that way. And that's what we're going to do next, is take a look at a better way to play this hand. So here we go. It's going to be a singleton heart. We wonder, is it a singleton or is it a queen jack? I don't think anybody would do with queen jack. And they wouldn't do with queen jack too little because we've got the 10 and the 9. So it's not a sequence suit. Okay, so once again, undo. Ace of spades. Spade to the queen. 1 more spade. Everything the same so far. We're not going to play that king of hearts. No way. Why? Because we saw the queen to the left, so we think to our right and east, maybe they have the finessable jack. Because we've got the 10 and the 9. Don't forget those body cards there. Okay, so we need to get to the other hand, but let's do a finesse now. It didn't work. Now, what are you going to play over here in the east seat? Well, you're not going to play a heart. You could play a club. I don't think you're going to play a diamond, probably. Yeah, a club you played to the ace. Okay, we play the heart, and we let it ride, and it works. We play it again, Sam, and we let it ride. Whenever you want to play that jack, let us know. Okay, and they did, and we've got our slam. But wait, there's more. There's, I think, a better way to play this hand, and let's take a look at that. I'm a procrastinator sometimes. Are you a procrastinator? Here's the way it would work. They lead the queen, win with the ace, ace of spades, a second spade, and we play the third spade. Okay, 3-1 against us. So far, so good. Why don't we see how the diamonds work? We got plenty of spades. Let's kind of watch the opponents play the diamonds. Wait a second. Is this the... No, come on, Michael. I'm sorry. I was supposed to be looking at 1C. I clicked the wrong thing. Where is 1C? There it is. Okay, I'm going to get up to that same point. Okay, we're in, and now we're going to play a diamond up to the king. A diamond, or ace of diamonds. And oh, the jack came, and a 7 on the other, so that's 8 of them. And there's a diamond, 9, 10, 11. They went up with the queen. I think they're out in that suit. So they don't have any of the pointed suits. They certainly has no spades. That happened right away. They had a singleton, and they had 3 diamonds, or else they're a good false carder. So, okay, good to know. So we play a club to the queen, and it failed, but we did the best we could to at least look a little bit, do some discovery plays, as we call them. And there can come back in a club or a heart. I don't think they're come back in hearts. So they play the club to our ace. There's our entry. And now we do our heart thing. So we had two chances. We tried the club, and if that didn't work, we try the hearts later. So when you can double your odds, hey, wouldn't you rather have chance for one finesse, 50%? Wouldn't you like to have a chance for two finesses, 25%? At least that's the way I count my math. Unless we were in a grand slam, then they never seem to work, do they? Okay, we're moving right along, and let's go ahead and load deal hand number 2. And we're getting to the end here. I see it's 437. So let's go ahead and go back, and a little different hand this time. These are, by the way, over on BridgeHands site, so we'll talk about those in a minute. Okay, so the bidding. 7 plus 1. We have a 5th card in the suit, and here we have 6, 7 plus 1. Wow, 16 points. And when I've got a 2-suiter, it's worth at least one more, because I can have lots of things I can do now. And then I got a singleton and a doubleton on the sides. So no, not enough. And no, we don't have a semi-self-sustained suit, a suit quality of 9. I've got this, this one has got 1, 2, 3, and 5. That's a suit quality of 8. This one I've got 2 honors and 5 long. That's suit quality of 7. So no, sorry, I don't have any ones that are 9. So I can't start counting my losing trick count just yet. But if my partner has a fit, woohoo, I'm ready to go. So I start with 1 spade. I had somebody online who was, they purported to be a good bridge player, a gold life master, 2,500 match point. And they did a reverse with 5-5. No, you never reverse with 5-5. The upper suit, like we saw before, where it was diamonds and then went to 2 hearts, it always has to have less of the cards. If you've got the same, do a strong jump shift. So at any rate, the person couldn't believe it, and I said, just search for the term or go to BridgeHands' website. At any rate, so 1 spade, a pass for now. We'll come back to what's going on here in that suit with the minors. And my partner, obviously, with their 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 1 distribution. No queen or anything this time, though. Uh-oh. So, but yeah, you're going to do Jacoby 2 no trump, a pass. This time, Eastie has the ace of clubs. And, okay, so I could bid 3 clubs, a singleton, but, wait, remember we said we can bid at the 4 level if we have 2 of the top 3 trump, and we have 2 of the top 3 there, and 5 long, please. So we can go right to 4 hearts, taking away a lot of space out of the auction, but man, this is a powerful hand when you've got 5-5, and 2 of the top 3 honors. Okay, to my partner, hey, I've got the king of hearts too, and you got 2 of the top 3? And a 5-card suit? Holy smoke. I sure wish I had a nice trump for you, but okay. 4 no trump on, and you haven't up in 6 spades, hopefully remembering that the opponents do have that ace of spades when you counted for aces. So let's take a look at the play of this little rascal and see how we do. So the opening lead, what do you want to lead here from the west? I know, or east, yeah, the west, I think you're going to lead the longer of your suit, unless if you want to think maybe your partner could maybe get a rough or anyway, let's see what they lead. Yeah, they do lead the diamond suit, the longer one. Okay, goes up to the king. Everybody sees the dummy in the north hand, so there's no reason to false card an ace there. Everybody sees it. Okay, we've won the king, and we say, well, we're this club, singleton versus the king. Wish it was an ace. Can't have your cake and eat it too. Well, we're going to certainly have the hearts and the diamonds. So we're going to make our slam. Will we get an over trick is the only question. If they're 2-2 in spades, it looks like we're going to be in good shape. If we don't have it, if they've got queen third against us, and they're going to take the ace of clubs. Well, this isn't quite so solid a contract as we hoped after all. So we play a spade, and we see a 9 and a 10, and we hold our breath. Okay, come on, 2-2. Yeah, 40% chance, and it did work. And by the way, if you're playing in a match point game, it's if everybody else is in the same contract and goes down, fine. If you're in a international match points or rubber bridge game, you get a lot of bonus points. So even if it's only 40% chance, it was worth it because of the 500 bonus points you get for that. So I think it's a good proposition. Okay, so it did work. go with a singleton to the king. Now, maybe over in the West, they have the ace, and they thought, maybe I shouldn't take it the first time. And if not necessarily with this high a level, but sometimes if you play towards your singleton towards the king, sometimes it will hold. So, at any rate, this hand is over, and I want to go back and discuss one more thing. So after my one spade, remember we talked about invisible cupids and that all kind of weird stuff? So one spade, and this person says, I want to use the 2 no trump that's unusual, that shows the 2 lowest suits, because I have diamonds and I have clubs. And I would say, well, you should have a 5th club. That's a heck of a looking club. Another club, the 8. So then maybe you should have 2 useful honors in each suit. I don't know if queens and jacks are, but queen, jack, 10s, I'll forgive you for that as long as you're not vulnerable. Otherwise, you could get smeared from here to kingdom come and be down 1,100 points. But I don't think it's a hand. And if you have a 5 and a 4, your upper shoot should have the 4. You should have 4 diamonds and 5 clubs, because partner may have to make the cheapest bid. So it's not the right hand. But you know what? They fear no evil. They bid 2 no trump to say that they have clubs and diamonds. Well, now we can't use the Jacoby 2 no trump, one, because they bid the suit, and a double, I guess that just means you can penalize one suit, but you could use that invisible cupid. They said that they have diamonds and clubs. So if over here it was 3 clubs or 3 diamonds, then that shows that you must have support with partner's spade suit. And I like to play it where if you bid the lowest of the 2 suits, clubs, that's invitational. If you bid the higher, it's game forcing. If I suppose you did 4 of their suit, that would sound like a singleton or a void, but 3 level. So anyway, I like the unusual versus unusual using invisible cupids is what this is called. You'll find it at BridgeHands. But just speaking of which, before I close, I've got something that I want to share with you. So there's a special guest we've got today, and I think he's right here. I hope this makes you laugh. Over to the west. I said I would come back to this kind of
Wait, who is that guy? He's taking my place.
To get in the thick of it. It is a 5-4-2-2 queen, jack 10, 9-8 running.
You sure you
clubs,
don't have it turned down?
Queen, jack 10, 9 4 times. 10-9 in hearts and a jack 10 in righty.
My
south
control room
spade
forgot that you
suit.
turned the volume down. So
Now there is the Michael's cubid and the unusual 2 no trump, and we normally like to have about
You've seen
4
this hand.
or 5
Why don't we
honors
just,
in
the first
those
one we
2
played.
suits. We don't want kings
Actually,
and
the last
aces and the other suits. We want to have the concentration of our strength in our suits when we make
Michael's getting
especially
into a lot.
unusual
You know,
2
this
no trump,
goes
which
back
we do here. The Michael's cubid, remember,
6
like
years.
1 diamond, 2 diamonds to show the majors.
I'm more handsome.
Maybe you
I
have a
had
little
nice
funkier
shirt on there,
hand,
and I've got the BridgeHands
with
logo,
a
see it there.
4 in the upper suit and 5 in
Looks
the
pretty
lower.
serious, doesn't
4
it?
spades, 5 hearts.
Since then, I hope
And
you
you're just
become more energetic in my
creating
old
some
age.
interference for the opponents who maybe
Any rate,
don't have
lesson 15
unusual versus unusual.
has a lot of good information there. And I
response
just wanted to
tactic
share
to
with
compete
you
with
is
you.
that
But in
if you're
this
interested
case,
in
you
getting a
really want
BridgeHands
to come in at the
membership,
3 level.
not to
we
do a
have
hard sell,
the
but these
6
types of
honors
lessons,
and
they're
some
not only
9s
useful
and 8.
for me when I want to prepare
You
lessons
gotta
for
admit,
you.
it's all
I thought,
quacker
yeah, I
special,
think I'm going
don't
to start
you?
using more of these,
But I don't
and
know
in
if
some
these are
cases,
gonna provide
we're going to
defensive
get to
tricks,
where
but maybe
we
the club
take a
suit
look
will,
at some
not
of
the
these that
diamonds.
come
So
from my lessons
I'm not
in
a strong
yesteryear.
proponent of making any unusual
So
bids
as you
because
recall,
gotta
we
be at
have the
3 level.
hands of the week lessons.
And
We have
if
the
you
poll
do,
and
you
you where I
want to have
initially
your
polled
higher
people
of
on
the
a
2 suits
question
to have
about the
4
upcoming
and
lessons.
the
They gave
lower
some
to have
input, and I
5.
used that in that lesson.
Your
And
partner
then we
almost
have
all the time is going to bid
social
the other
and the
suit.
advanced.
So if we make that bid, they're
The
probably
hands
have
of the
clubs
week,
and
now we're
not
doing
as many
live streaming. So
diamonds.
who knows what it's
They're
going to be
similar,
next? Maybe we're going to be
5-5, right? Or maybe
3D,
6-5, I think
virtual
we are.
reality, artificial
So I
intelligence.
don't like the bid,
Who knows
but
where
let's
we
just
go
say
tomorrow?
for the sake
But
of
until
seeing
that
how we
comes, I hope
compete
you
with
enjoyed this
interference, how we
show.
handle that
And
first. So let's say it's a 2 no trump, and it
just in case. So I don't know if anybody's have any questions. So other video still goes on.
We've got a question from Jim. Jim asks, one of you should probably stop talking. Either Michael or Michael.
Yeah, in fact, I was wondering if both audio channels. I apologize for that. Who was that?
Jim.
Jim, what happens is I cannot hear the audio. that goes through my laptop. It goes straight out. I can see the needles deflecting if I'm looking at everything here, but I'm not sure if it's my voice or the other one was still coming through. So I apologize for having two voices. One Michael is quite enough.
Michael was interrupting Michael.
Yeah, my wife really gets a big kick out of that. You not only interrupt me, honey, but you interrupt myself. Sorry, honey. Anything else out there? Well, I hope you enjoyed the part of it on the Jacobi 2 Notrump. As I say, this is a slow shows, fast deny type of system. And because it makes so much sense when you have extra values, not to take so much bidding space away, I'll get you in a second, honey, is that there's even other methods have been changed. Like I mentioned about Douglas Drury, who lived in this area. And he said, my partner, the dentist from Canada, he just bids on such lousy hands when he's in third seat or fourth seat, is that I'm going to have something where it's going to go pass, one heart or one spade, and I go two clubs. This is me, the Douglas Drury, coming up with this, and doggone a partner. If you've got a real hand, then bid faster, and you have a lesser hand. If you have a lesser hand, bid slower. And then some people said, well, that's we should have a slow shows extras, not a fast shows extras. So they said, everything else is slow shows extras. So they said, we're going to play reverse Drury, and that's kind of the more common way. Some people even say two-way reverse Drury, which is where I have some extras, I'll bid the clubs, but if I have extras and 4 in the suit, I'll bid to the 2 diamonds. Anyway, so a lot of systems, once you get an agreement, and rather than have to have 100 or 500 different agreements, if you can get some of your agreements that work not in just one place, but they work throughout your system, kind of systemic bids as we call them, then I think it actually makes it a little bit easier, so you don't have to do so much memorization. Or as Eddie Cantor said when he played with Mike Lawrence on the Detroit Aces, is the dreaded manila envelope. Eddie would give Mike these manila envelopes, and it had thick stacks of papers, and Mike is, the dreaded manila envelope filled with papers. And finally Mike says, can't we just have about 10 or 20 pages, which generally covers the concept of slow shows and some of these things? And he's like, yeah, I guess we could, because he loved to play ping pong and liked to have good relationships with women. So he was definitely a party guy anyway. But his wife, Yvonne, is quite a lady. And now, Grace, to the question.
Well, thank you, Jim. Jim said that's not a problem for the 2 talking mics.
Okay.
2 talking mics talking on the 2 mics. And Patty's so sweet. She says, this was very helpful, especially with the bids after 3 Notrump and the Jacobi 2 Jacobi 2 Notrump sequence, and how to bid with unusual 2 Notrump interference. Also, for the first SP. Sorry, guys, I'm not a card terminology type person. I'm working here. And 2 Notrump with 4 heart sequence.
Oh, yeah. So, it is interesting, all these different methods. And if you were to play with somebody as a pickup partner, hadn't played with them before, and they're like, well, this is Vuja Day. I've never seen anything like this before. You say, well, this is a fairly common method, and I apologize that we didn't have enough time to talk about it. And next time you'll spend some time before you play, before you start casting these spells. But I always try to do is don't make me play too many of your own different methods that aren't kind of common. So I think it's good to kind of be aware of what the most common treatments are. But if there's 2 treatments or 3 treatments, which some of them have, is to be aware is that you better talk about those in some detail before you get too deep in it, or else you might say, well, I'll tell you something. I played in a national. I'll kind of close with this story. Was it my first national I played in? I think it might have been at Washington, D.C. And I was playing with somebody who was a bridge teacher also, and they had open 3 Notrump. And I thought it was the gambling 3 Notrump, which we have ace, king, queen. I like to play in a minor. Some people say it can be in a major. That's a whole nother story. Ace, king, queen 7 times in a suit. And so, I thought, well, they don't have but 9 high card points. I don't think we belong in 3 Notrump. And it turned out they had about 12 to 14 points. It was opening, and the ace, king, queen 7 times. And I was like, wow, I thought we were playing Gambling 3 No Trump. Well, over in ACOL land, over in England and Australian things, they had a different variation of it. I had made the assumption, and we know what the word assume means. So that was one where we had just a little partnership misunderstanding. But that's how we grow. So some of these things, don't take it too seriously. Just say you're sorry, and we're going to do better next time. But it's when we don't follow our partnership agreements is where the problem gets, because we need to have it based upon communication, respect, and trust. And if a partner one time they make a wild bid because they have extra points, they should have just opened with a normal type of bid. And the next time they bid with less values, you don't know who you're playing with. It's what we call masterminding or anti-partnership bidding. And I wouldn't want to use those words during the play with the opponent or a center hand opponent, your partner. But afterwards, it's like, this is supposed to be a partnership game, partner. I'm not sure what's going on. And some people just like to throw speculative bids in, but they have the joy of playing with a lot of different people because they don't get regular partners very often. So with that, I think I'll close. And this is Wednesday. We're past the hub. Tomorrow, let's see. Gosh, do we want to do sign-off bids maybe? We'll see. But this week, we're kind of focusing on those different things. I'm going to have maybe a theme of the week. So we'll look forward to more Monday through Friday bridge. And I think Sunday, I'm going to be trying for another lesson, a full lesson for those of you who are the premium and ultra members. So if you haven't and you're interested in that, please go ahead to BridgeHands, over to the subscription. You can always get a free membership and get a lot of videos of the hundreds of hours we have. But if you want to see everything that came on the Jacobi 2 No Trump and Splinters, that's a really good lesson, that advanced lesson number 15. And, these ones that we do on the weekends where we have a couple hours where we get kind of in depth with like the hands of the week where I'm playing either with robots and against other people at the other table or whatever. We'll get into more of those. So thank you for coming by today. I appreciate you hanging around. And so until next time, I hope you have happy trails. And if you don't get a chance to see these live, you're seeing them recorded, hey, that's cool too. So as always, happy trails to you. Peace out. Bye for now. Happy trails to you until we meet again. I'll be seeing you. I don't know if I know the rest of that one. Do you know the rest of it, honey?
I'm not even sure what's